Welcome to the Sit Down, man. This is a new series I started, man, and it's different from the Untold Truth, where you go through a lot of people's battle rap career, 3 to 4 hour long video, documentary style, the whole nine. This is actually different. This is a one-on-one conversation I have with you where we talk a lot about behind the scenes, some in battle rap stuff, some non-battle rap stuff, but I'm taking you behind the scenes of some of your favorite battle rappers as well as battle rap personalities. The good thing about this interview is I don't have to interview people that have had this illustrious career, been in the game so long. With Untold Truths, you got to really find people that's been around for a while. With the Sit Down, I can interview anybody. So if you got an interesting story, an interesting background, something that happened in battle rap that I feel like I want to touch on in a more in-depth situation, the Sit Down is perfect. We are going to touch on a lot of things that I feel like is interesting revolving particular battle rappers. True Foe was my first one. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know what I wanted to call it at the time, but True Foe was my first one. If you have not watched the True Foe interview, go watch it. Talks a lot about his gang life, getting shot, multiple times and everything and surviving. So True Foe was the first one. Go check that out if you haven't. Run them numbers up. This one is on Danny Myers. Salute to Danny Myers, man, for actually being vulnerable enough to allow me to actually come interview him. And that's another thing I want to do. I want to tap into some of the vulnerabilities of some of these battle rappers. So hopefully you enjoy the Sit Down, man. Make sure you share, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. Get this interview out there. Make sure you share Facebook groups, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you can. And definitely, I hope you appreciate the content. Chris Unbiased, holla at your boy. Yo, what up, man? Chris Unbiased checking in, man. I'm here with Danny Myers, man. Let everybody know where we at, Danny.
Yo, we in my house. Right now, we in the studio part, but yeah, we're in the crib, man, out here in Hesperia, man.
Real quick, as far as like right now, man, before we jump into this Sit Down series, man, how you feel about battle rap right now and where it is right now? What's your passion level? How you feel about it?
Man, it's in a weird spot. I'm trying to do my part to bring it back to being about the raps and people being excited for battles again. Some of the problem was battlers wasn't promoting their battles lately. But so now I did a blog, Restore Order to the culture, message to the culture. And in that blog I said, a lot of the excitement is lost because battlers don't promote their battles. Like you'll see a flyer, a trailer, somebody in the spaces talking about it, and then somebody will do a prediction blog. And that's it. The battlers themselves aren't doing nothing. They might retweet the card or something, but they're not making the fans want to come out and spend their money, get a flight, get their hair done, get an outfit. Why am I spending money to go watch this battle? You're not giving me a reason to. All I just seen was a flyer. So ever since I did that, shout out to Ace, shout out to Rum Nitty, shout out to Verb, shout out to Ill Will Hitman. They're promoting. Everybody's promoting again now.
The fact. Just give me a scale, like probably scale to 1 to 10. Where are you with battle rap right now? Because you're one of the more passionate people, so I think it's important to know.
I try to keep my passion high regardless of the state it's in. But it's been tough, man. I'll say a 7 out of 10, man. Normally I'm at a 10 out of 10, but it's like when you see people don't care, then you start not caring. Like it's like they don't give a fuck what I could I. Like nobody, like I love this shit more than they love me. So right. You gotta just still find that passion and always remember like why I'm doing this in the first place. Of course we love the money. Of course we get paid for this, but the actual passion to do this, why am I still here? I gotta just remind myself, I just want to be the best battle rapper. I just want to be the best writer, the best MC, the lyricist. I want to keep that part of the game sacred and not fall into the pitfalls of the drama and he said and she said and all the gossip and all this, whatever fuck this shit done turned into lately.
For this Sit Down series, I wanted to talk to you a lot about family, so I try to get like in depth from behind the scenes, just kind of like beyond the battles. So
yeah.
Let's start. First of all, we all know you're a family man. So how many kids you got?
10.
10 kids. Okay.
Yeah.
How have you been able to balance?
They're not getting me to one of them Spanish clubs or nothing. I'll fuck around 10 more. I just.
How have you been able to balance battle rap and family?
It's tough, man. Ask any battle rapper that does this at a high level. They'll tell you that you miss so much shit in your family's life when you just trying to lock in. Because when you preparing for battles, and if you battle as often as I do, like real quick, I seen a stat from Let's Talk Battle Rap, and they said Danny Myers has averaged a battle every 2 weeks for the last 5 years straight.
Right.
I was like, I didn't even know that, and I was like, damn, that's insane if you actually think about it. 5 years straight battling every 2 weeks. Sometimes twice in a week, sometimes 3 times, 4 times in a month. It had the whole little schedule and all that shit. I was like, damn, I've been going crazy. So when in doing that, when you're preparing for a battle, you like not spending as much time with the wife or the kids or with friends or whatever that you normally would. I also feel like no matter what job you do, you gonna sacrifice time. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are truckers, some people are in the military, some people work jobs where they at the job 12 hours a day, come home, sleep, don't really, you know what I mean? So with battle rap, my thing is I'm actually home. I'm home like Monday through Friday. I'm just going on Saturday and Sunday. You know that I'm going on weekends, but I'm here throughout the week. But even then, when I'm here, it's like I'm locking in. I got time to help with homework. I do the homework stuff. We go out, we go see a movie, we'll do whatever. But I treat this like a job. So I call it clock in, lock in. So I treat this like a job. Like I'll come in the studio and 9 in the morning, get off at 5, 9 to 5. I'm in here writing, rehearsing. I'll take a walk, I'll take a drive, and just be memorizing, and I'm gone. And your family life do suffer. Vicky was just talking to me about that the other day. She's like, damn, we went to Hurricane Harbor, we went to Raging Waters, we went to the birthday party, we went to Vegas, we went this, all without you.
I just feel like it's taking a lot of time from him from the family. Like we don't get to spend as much time. When we do family stuff, he's busy. He has to work and come up with these bars, and it's just a lot. Like it just it's getting overwhelming. I'm starting to get sick of it, honestly.
I remember you having a very interesting Angry Fan interview where you kind of said that battle rap was ruining your marriage.
Yeah, it was.
Take me back to that time and kind of explain like what was going on and what was you feel like was the issue around that time.
Well, you know, dealing with, I mean, it's a lot that come with it. Like, it's the price of fame, bro. Didn't Bow Wow drop an album, not the price of fame. Like, if you famous, some shit is, like, your life is public, all right? So then, and that's good. That's all the good shit and the bad shit. It's public. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody's immune to it. We all go through it. So when Vicky was dealing with her problem, in which she got over, thank God, it was like all this shit was public. You know, fighting to get our kids from out the system. You know, and like I said, just me always being gone and not being attentive to a bunch of details that kind of caused some problems in terms of the marriage. You know, and it's tough because you're not able to just be a regular. I don't know, like you can't just be a regular dad or husband when you famous. I guess I don't even want to act like I'm like Jay-Z or nothing like that, but when you live a public life, your household, your inner life, your household life ain't gonna be regular either. That's a fact. Cause then you have women, you got insecurity, the wife, like damn, you're around all these women and what you doing? You in a different state, a different hotel every night, what's going on? Like what you doing with these girls? And like, why is this girl calling your phone? And I'm like, yo, it's a battle rapper, yo. Why she gotta have your number? Why is it? I'm doing interviews. I'm doing all kind of shit. giving out advice. They're friends. You know, it's damn. Every battle rapper will tell you about this shit, man. Now some of them got women that don't care. Like it's just like whatever, that's work. But some of them be like, nigga, hold on, bro, my girl, hold on, bro, I gotta. Hell no, she can't. I can't answer this call right now. Shit, she gonna trip like.
Well, let me ask you this, because I know a lot of people may say, well, during that, if that's the case,
yeah,
then just give up battle rap. So what were your conversations around that time as far as like, because I know part of it is your passion and what you want to do
that's a cold
versus like getting shit up. Like I know there were the kind of conversations like how did you work
all the time, even to this day. All the time. It's either you gonna keep doing this or I'm leaving. Pick. It's tough. And it's like, damn, but like this is my life work. This is my life work. My man Elzai, shout out to Elzai Detroit. I don't remember the exact song, but he had a lyric where he said, I love my rhyme book more because this is the only thing I can look in and see the truth in it.
That's deep.
He said some shit like I can pick up my rhyme book and look in it and the truth in it. This I never cheat on me. It's like, oh yeah, oh you need the real rhyme book. This joint right here got nothing but gems. Look at the dates on these. 2005. I'll rap some of these verses for you if I got to. But anyway, so it's a balance, man. You know, but Vicky has been there sticking it out through thick and thin. Sticking it out through thick and thin. Like it's tough for her because, like I said, she just told me you're not here.
He talks about how they don't do him right in battle rap. Like they don't, you know what I'm saying, the pay wise, and then he goes out here and I don't know, I'm just really over the shit, honestly. So
you're not here for this. You're not here with me and the kids. Right. And it's not intentional. It's not like I don't want to go here or I don't want to do that. It's like when you're a high level battle rapper, it's almost like you can be a genius, but at the same time, it's a price that come with that though. You gonna sacrifice something. Motherfuckers was alienated or introverted from their own families. I'm talking about like the Einsteins and Nikola Teslas. And these was people that like was introverts or weirdo or had social issues where they didn't really know how to interact. They was in their own mind. You know what I'm saying? So I think us battle rappers got whatever that disease might be, we have that, like for real.
Let me get a little deeper into that without getting too much in your business. When your wife was going through her issue, one, how was she able to overcome it, and were you feeling any guilt from feeling like this battle rap shit I should be doing more, I guess? Like, how were you able to balance that, or how were y'all able to write
well, for one, I would have to start with God is what helped her. You know what I'm saying? There she go right there. Say what's up to Chris.
Hey.
We was just talking about you. He said, how'd you overcome your problem you was going through? And I said, first of all, it was God.
Definitely tough for me. It took a lot. I didn't get it the first time. I didn't get it the second time. And then eventually I got it to where I was able to stick with it and kind of, you know, and stay clean, honestly. Just the battle with the kids being away from home and trying to stay clean. There was just a lot of depression that set in that time. And once I got clean, oh my God, I just love it. I love that I have a clean mind, a different thought pattern, just trying to keep myself around positivity and not so much negative. And you know, you just got to be willing to get clean. You just got to be willing to take them steps and do what you have to do for yourself, because honestly, ain't nobody gonna do it for you, and if you're not willing to do it, then it's not possible. So it was just a lot of stuff that I had to do, like classes and rehab. It was just a lot, and I'm just happy I overcame it.
How long has it been?
It's almost 5 years. December will be 5 years.
Okay, we're gonna clap it up for that. You look great.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You definitely look great.
It was God. She went to rehab. My wife went into rehab weighing 90 pounds.
Wow.
It was that deep, bro. She came out 220 pounds. 3 months later, like 3 months later, and she been good. She been good ever since. But as far as like, and so Mike P, when I battled Mike P, his second round was basically like, you travel so much that you're not here with her.
Right.
And it's because you're not here with Vicky. This is why.
Parallel. Prepping for Danny, his whole catalog was under review. And the more I watched you verse Holler the Don, the more I realized I got nothing to prove. You want to hold other people responsible for your actions? Well, karma comes to a few. Anything you've ever taxed returns. And I just got my W-2s. It's time to cash out. Let's go. You said your queen fighting addiction. I fought it too. I pray we all get straight. And the fact you battling me right after Hollow the Don, well, we'll just call it fate. When shit got heavy, I needed people I loved around me to support the weight. But you always leave the house to rap. I think your battles and her battles correlate. You battled 20 times. You battled 20 times last year. I know how the effects of writing could stress your life, and 20 times in 12 months don't offer much attention to lend your wife, and I wonder how she feels. I wonder how she feels. I wonder how she feels. Them weekends you gone and she start missing you, but Danny's chasing a dream, right? I think you got an addiction too. This is crazy. I'ma paint this all perfect in case the crowd forgets it. Count your blessings. I studied every move you make and I found the message. Your wife needed you to pick her up. You could have helped your love out with leverage, but I think choosing between your battle life or your real life comes down to preference, but you're into one either way. But I guess you're into one either way. I'm just stating facts outside the numbers. Your slogan has become your life, and in the process, your eyes been covered. You're not staying by the woman you love. Well, that don't surprise me, brother. You on stage screaming parallel on the same nights you and your wife should be beside each other.
He kind of fucked you up in that second round. That was the cold round, man. That was the cold round.
First of all, that was one of the greatest rounds in battle rap history. Like Mike P, shout out to Mike P. He's got like 3 or 4 of the best rounds in battle rap history.
When you finished that round, any idea it was gonna be that potent? Like at the time?
Yeah. I have a couple people, Mickey Fax especially, YTG especially, and I think I told Ace and I told Saga. I said when I was finished, and even when I was in the middle of it, you know what I mean? Probably like a quarter of the way through, halfway through, I already knew. And I told them, I said, I'm like, if I do what I'm supposed to do, this could be one of the greatest angles ever. Yeah, it was one of those weird ones. And, with all the battles and rounds that I wrote, there's only a few times that really happens. Like, you write a bar because you're just, like, supposed to, and it's nice because you think you're at that point. And then sometimes you write something where you're like, wow, that was really, that was really good. That was really, really good. Or, man, that's a heavy punch. When I wrote that, I immediately started thinking like this might be really, really crazy.
Take me inside the venue. As you're spitting it, obviously Danny is standing right in front of you. I've watched that battle so many times. I love that battle, by the way.
Crazy.
So are you able to sense anything from Danny, or what's the talk around the venue after that battle, or period? Like, what are people saying? I feel like that's one of the best rounds in URL in the last 4 or 5. I don't know how old that battle is now, but it's one of the best written rounds in the last 4 or 5 years. So it's something that definitely stands out. What's the mood in the venue about it? And Danny is looking right at you. So do you see his soul leaving as you're spitting that round?
Because a little bit, yeah. Dude, Danny is such a good dude. You know, there was a part of me that honestly felt bad as I was writing it, because I just know how much it could hit, you know, if it did. And the fact that it did, I like you're saying, like, so much to where it's hailed as one of the better rounds in the history of the game. And dude, but his energy after was fine. Like we took pictures together, we spoke together, and you know, no hard feelings with him. And that's just who he is, right? I feel like it would go against his competitive nature if he had an issue with it. He's such a, you know, for the game dude that, yeah, I mean, it was received well. And then you know, the talk after was what a lot of people said, bro. Everyone was saying, like, best round since Lux Cow. You know, it inspired Surf to write for Lux. I don't know how well that played out for him. Shout out to you, brother. But, you know, it inspired him to write for Lux. And, yeah, I mean, it was a crazy buzz. It was a buzz that, you know, it was like I had gotten a YouTube drop, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? It was like one of those rare rounds where you get a lot of people talking and it wasn't even, you know, something that's accessible to the public, which is insane to me still, because I feel like the culture is, you know, missing out on one of the greatest rounds ever, which is wild. But
yes, his round was incredible, but some of it was fabricated because he was saying things like, "I'm not there for her," and because quite contrary to that, had I not been there for her, had I not stuck to her side, then she would not have overcome it. Yeah, man, I was just like,
hold that.
She'll sniff a bird till she fall out.
Hold that.
Okay.
Make you go relax, cause I'm beating all us in your crib. Talk about my wife to that's a big slap. You're a fucking loser. You a dead beat to your set queen. Is she on heroin with the hard nine, or does she reach a higher level with pills?
is she a bar guy?
Give a fuck what you talking about. Cause now I get a chance to rap and I get a chance to rebuttal the shit you're saying. You a little bit nice blow. It might go. Price low. Coat so white. She is your wife, no? Okay, fair enough.
I feel like I'll be.
Bar guy, nigga! You losing wild respect. And you still okay? Your wife on all type toxins around the top. Cause I'm starting to feel away. I see she been clean for years. You spraying
I never even seen this before.
And when you look at me, this image of a nigga who used to serve your bitch, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I can do what he's doing to a way higher level here. Bitch, nigga, who the fuck are you? This nigga dead. Married a junk. I heard she'll sniff a bird.
Yeah, so
Here's
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Hold on real quick. This guy right here, I'm gonna shout him out. He is a real young geek or whatever. Shout out to you.
Okay.
He just does a lot of editing, so he just took the time to kind of edit a bunch of shit. So it was funny that I was on my way to come interview you, and I thought it's crazy he posted this recently.
Parallel
But
universe is real.
that's been a lot of talk. So
But people will take the base of something and then they just throw whatever spices they want on it and make it whatever they want to make it. It don't mean it's the truth what they saying. And I understood what I signed up for. Like, I know battle rap is vicious. So whatever somebody gonna say, they gonna say it. But like I was just saying on that video, I get a chance to say something back too. Like, it's war. I don't give a fuck. You can use that. But here's the funny thing about the Vicky angle. No one's ever won using the Vicky angle. You can say Mike P had that great round, but he even admitted he lost round 1 and 3. Everybody, Tay-Rock, he used it. He lost 3-0. Everybody that's ever done the Vicky angle lost. So my thing is 60. First of all,
so do you feel like it's like low hanging fruit?
It's super low hanging fruit. It's super low hanging fruit, and it also doesn't work. It like 60 people have used it, and they all went 0 and 60. Like, no one's won using that.
I know you probably watch his battles, so obviously you are like a nice low hanging fruit punchline.
Oh yeah.
Does that ever bother you when you hear it?
It doesn't, because I don't really watch Danny Myers battles. I don't watch my husband battles, and the only time I hear of it is if my husband tells me, like, oh, he had this nigga said this, this nigga said this, you know. That's the only time that I really hear it. But you know, if it was somebody else and they were a weak-minded person, it would definitely cause a relapse. It would definitely cause, you know, low self-esteem and having insecurities about yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm stronger than that, and I don't let that affect me because this is my recovery. This is my life, my kids, my family. You know, so regardless of what they say, I know it's just battle rap. It's nothing hard.
Right.
It's nothing that I need to take to the heart. You know.
So it kind of in a way, I look at it like, okay, they don't have nothing else to say. Like first it was, oh, you paid Rex $12,000. Then that turned into, oh, you got 10 kids. Then that turned into, oh, your wife is a junkie. These were the three things that everybody uses, and nobody ever won using any of those angles. They always hit. Don't get me wrong, the angle hits, it's a haymaker, it's a moment in their round or whatever. But Mike P executed that angle the best. No one's ever going to top that.
Right.
And he still lost. This is the point. I'm saying, if you're going to try to battle Danny Myers, just try to be a little more creative. Because that Vicky shit ain't working. It ain't going to beat me. You're not going to win with that. And
Are you having like pre-rebuttals now? You come to
actually,
the like,
I don't.
No, what's up?
Because honestly, I kind of be still shocked that people still do it.
Right.
I would have thought it would. I thought once Mike P did it, it should have died. Like let that go. Like even right now, I'm gonna say it on this camera. Like please leave the Vicky angle alone. Not because it affects me or you're gonna make me sad. No, it's not that. It's that you're not gonna win with it. You would have a better chance at being creative or just coming with a new angle that nobody's used before. Because the Vicky shit, it never worked for nobody. So stop doing this shit. I just battled recently, Supplier Soul. He did. It didn't work for him.
Right.
Stop doing it. It don't affect me.
Let me switch gears since you brought it up. Rex and the 12K.
Okay. All right.
Why Rex, first of all?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I know Rex is a legend, but why did you choose him?
Okay.
Did you give him the money without a contract?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So let me just say, why Rex? Rex came to Vegas on Ahab. Battle him and Shine came out to Vegas. I was living in Vegas at the time, and I was just before I got on Ahab. So I think they battled like Donnie Menace or Artisan. Shout out to them, all the Ahab legends, right? And so I was like, damn, Rex them came to Vegas and battled. I'm like, yo, if I had a chance to battle these guys, I would beat them one day. I've always said that. You know, I was like, if I ever had a chance to get on Smack, I would beat these niggas. I'm better than all of these niggas. And so Norbs brought me the URL. Norbs he went on Twitter. I'm not Twitter. He went on Facebook. And he was asking a thing, would y'all like to see Danny Myers versus Rex? Because he felt like, I was a new guy, but he seen the energy and the aggression that I had. It kind of reminded him of T-Rex. Right. So he was just kind of fishing to see what the fans were going to say. And the fans were like, yeah, I want to see Danny and Rex. Yeah, oh yeah. So I was like, okay, the ball is rolling now. I see that. The ball is rolling. And then UFF came around. URL started their contract. That's when they first started their contract. And then I refused to sign it. I refused to sign a contract because I was already used to just traveling to whatever league that I wanted to go to and just battle. And I told URL, I said, listen, we could work on a handshake deal. I'm a man of my word. Listen, anytime y'all need me to rap, call me and I'm gonna come rap. Anytime. I don't need to be on paper to do that. They wasn't feeling that. They was like, well, if you ain't signed the contract, we just don't work like that no more. We tired of building up people, building them up, and then they just go somewhere else and they leave. Like, well, we not into that. So I understood where they was coming from, but they didn't understand me at the time. They didn't really know me. Like, I was new to the URL. So they didn't know I was a street nigga. Like, I'm a street nigga. I abide by street rules. This is why I sent Rex the contract. I mean, I sent them the money with no contract. I'll get back to that. But I didn't sign it. So they kicked me off URL basically. They wouldn't book me no more. And so But the Rex battle, I had already was telling people like, yo, I think me and Rex gonna go down. Me and Rex gonna go down. Once I get kicked off URL, people like, damn, Danielle wanted to see that Rex battle. One day Rex was on a radio show talking shit. He was talking shit too. Shout out to that man out there at Baltimore. But anyway, Jeezy. Anyway, he was talking shit on the show. And I got on there, me and Rex went back and forth. We was on the radio live talking crazy. And I'm like, nigga, I set the battle with my fucking self. Fuck it. Just so I can beat you, nigga. You not that. He had just won Total Slaughter. Rex was hot shit.
Yeah,
Rex
he was.
Rex was hot shit.
Definitely hot around then. I ain't gonna.
He was hot, bro. He ran through the house, beat everybody up. And so I said, yo, man, I'm gonna make this Rex battle happen myself. So I just took my own bread, you know what I'm saying, and I sent Rex the bread. I sent them the money with no contract, and I told him, I said, look, bro.
No, hold on. How nervous though? Were you keep it real? How nervous were you to do that?
I wasn't nervous at all.
You wasn't nervous at all? Okay,
nah, because I knew I knew what I was on.
Yeah.
Had he was trying to play games.
Okay.
Because that was all street money. Like
right.
I wasn't no McDonald. I saved up my work checks, or this is my kids' college money. This is all street money that I'm getting on a daily. You know what I'm saying?
Seems like every time Danny called Beasley a smack, it seemed like they changed the date. I only had to do that shit to show you this ain't the first time I made you wait. You was all in every interview like, I'ma do this and I'ma do that. Talking about this 12,000 like it was ever really a chance of you getting it back.
So I told him, I said, look, bro, this is all street money. So what come with this is I ain't going to know if you don't do the battle. I'm not finna go to no courts. I ain't no civil cases. I'm not the court man. I'm not the policeman. I'm just letting you know that what come with this 12,000 it will be street justice. If any bullshit happen where you try to run off with this bread, like, no, nigga, I'm a street nigga. Who the fuck, nigga? I'm from Harlem, nigga. We don't play with niggas' money. You think I'm finna live my life looking over my shoulder, nigga? I'm a famous battle rapper. Where the fuck can I hide, man? Like, he was making sense. He's like, I'm fucking T-Rex. Everybody know where I'm at. Like, nigga, I ain't hard to find. I would never run off with nobody. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I'm just letting you know. If for any reason, remember when Denzel on American Gangster told his cousin, because he was flying the shit over. He said, look, if for any reason that motherfucker that money don't land, I'm gonna kill you. He told that to his own cousin. So I told Rex, hey, if for any reason you can't do this battle, bro, I'm coming to get you, bro. Like on some, on that type of time. I wasn't even trying to be the tough guy or nothing, but this street money, bro. Don't play with me. So anyway, we booked for Black Ice, Milwaukee. We're the main event, Mount Olympus card. This nigga Rex don't show up. And everybody was like, he ain't in jail, Rex. They calling Black Ice and her brother John Doe, calling his phones, going to voicemail. They calling all around Harlem. Somehow they got in touch with Miss Hustle. Miss Hustle like, he ain't in jail. I just talked to her. This nigga ain't in jail. Because Rex was like, he was in jail. So in my mind, it was like, oh, this nigga just wasn't ready. He wasn't ready and he just skipped out on the battle. So now, that's where the rumor was born. Rex stole Danny Myers' money.
Now, there was a lot of delays, and obviously he was able to take it to URL. Prior to him going to URL, were you ever worried about the money?
No. I didn't care. Like, the money, I would have just spent that on shoes. I was spending that type of bread. I bought a house right. I sent Rex $12,000, then I went and bought a house the next day. So I never tripped on the bread. It was the principle. So it was like, yo, you know what I mean? So anyway, Rex doesn't show up. I'm in Milwaukee. You know that Will Smith meme where he in the house by, he looking around. I felt like that. Like everybody's like, where Rex? Where Rex? Danger Zone had battle, Alizé, made him throw the towel and all that shit. All the Doc was on the card versus T-Dub over somebody. Anyway, Rex don't show up. And we call his phone, the word is he got locked up, he's in jail. So they like, what jail we in? Because we'll bail him out and we'll buy a new ticket. Tell us what jail we in. Oh, we don't know what jail we in. How the fuck y'all know what jail we in? Find out, because we about to bail him out and we about to get a new ticket and we flying him out right now. They was on, because they had spent so much money. Because they spent some of their money too. Promoting, booking all, they booked the car. Because the battle was a free battle for them.
Right.
Me and Rex I had paid Rex. They didn't have to pay him shit. All they did was got his flight in his room. So, they was on some shit too. Like, yo, nigga, you just, alright, fuck it. You in jail, whatever, we'll bail you out and get you another flight. Today, nobody knew where jail he was in. So right then and there, we knew, okay, he's on some bullshit. Mickey Fax, K-Shine, they go to Vlad. They telling Vlad that Rex stole Danny Myers $12,000.
Alright, so what do you feel about T-Rex taking 12 G's from Danny Myers and then not showing up to the battle?
He caught a lick, man. I need somebody to do that for me.
In regards to that situation, I feel for him. But again, like I told him, this is not how you conduct business. You don't conduct business this way. I got my mans in here right now who conducts business. You never send somebody 12 racks. Allegedly. Front. Allegedly. It wasn't allegedly. That went to my man Rex. That went to Rex. Why? Why would somebody... I've performed all over the world. I've never, ever gotten upfront money. Ever. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. You never just get all the money up front.
So the rumor was Rex stole the money. First of all, I sent Rex the money. Called him, got his account number, sent the money to him. $12,000 up front, the whole shit. Not $6,000 here, $6,000 later. I'm like, nah, and that's where I fucked up.
Right.
Because this is why you don't give niggas all the money up front, because once they got the bread, they don't have the motivation to do the battle no more.
Right.
But I was just a young street nigga just getting into this battle rap shit, don't know these niggas. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it, hey, this your price, whatever. And he overcharged me. But the way he got me was, man, I just did, nigga, I just won Total Slaughter, nigga, I get $15,000 a battle right now. He was trying to get 15 from me.
Right.
And I was like, bro, I'm not giving you 15, bro. What can we do, bro? He's like, I don't know, like the lowest I can go is fucking 13. And I'm like, bro, I'll give you 12, bro. Fuck it. And he was like, fuck it, I'll take the 12. But anyway, I sent him a red. K-Shine and on Vlad talking about Red stole my money. That's where the whole shit started. Meanwhile, it was actually a blessing in disguise. Him not showing up to the Black Ice event, it worked in my favor in the long run. Because Rex got me back on URL after I was blackballed.
Right.
And once I kicked his ass,
he finessed that for a second payday.
and he got another payday out of it.
Yeah.
So in the end, though, his career honestly never was the same. He wasn't the same. He had a good battle with like T-Top after that. He had a couple good rounds here and there, but Rex wasn't Rex no more after that battle. That's where I started my King of Harlem series. And so I kicked his ass, and Smack and Beasley and them seen like, yo, we probably don't know this nigga. We probably don't even fuck with this nigga, but this nigga nice, man. We got to start back booking Danny again. And ever since that day, I've been on URL ever since that day.
All right,
so that's crazy.
Let me ask you this: was Vicky completely on board on the money, or you just kind of did it behind the back? Keep it real, Daddy. Keep it real. Just Chris up by it. This ain't one of these other interview people. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real. Did you pull the finesse move? What's going on, man?
She didn't. I mean, but listen, man. No, she didn't know. Cause she would have been like, hell no, don't say no nigga, no, what the fuck? And she would have went off. So I didn't tell her. I kept it real. I didn't tell her. When she found out, she was hot hot as fish grease, nigga. Hot as fish grease.
Now, was she hot because you hadn't did the battle yet, or she was hot just because you paid it in general?
Just God sent another nigga. She was like, shit, nigga, you could have gave me that. I just went shopping and got this shit back in third.
Right.
But she was good. We had, like I said, we just went and bought a new house in Vegas and all that. So, yeah, man, that's how the Rex story was born. But why Rex? Because again, it was already gaining traction from Newark, and like I said, I was just a street nigga, man. I had booked a few battles. I was doing all kind of shit. Like I was opening stores and shoe stores, all kind of shit in Vegas. I'm like, man, I got this money to blow. You know,
what rumor has bothered you the most in battle rap?
I don't know. I mean, the Rex stole my money, but that's like the main one, because like he never stole it. I sent him the money, and he still did the battle. Now, if he never battled me, that's a whole. My career is over.
Right.
My career is over. If this nigga does not battle me, my career is over. But my career would have been over anyway, because then I would have went and got the nigga.
Right.
Like, you know, like you're not gonna just take $12,000 from a nigga and not battle, and then just pop up on another card somewhere. Like, what the fuck? Like, niggas looking at me like, oh, damn, you got played. You a punk, nigga. You a fool. Like, it's like that would have never happened. That would have never happened. So as I always tell people, as you can see, Rex did the battle.
Let me say something to you, because I didn't say this in a blog. You probably didn't seen it. I always felt like you was one of the better battlers, gave a lot of passion, gave a lot of like dope material.
Yeah.
I used to kind of feel like you was searching for some type of acceptance. And that was probably why you was trying to battle Rex and trying to get back on URL. And I used to kind of use the analogy of like The Last Dragon. I used to kind of be like you was like Bruce Leroy, and you was like, you were a master within yourself, but it's like you didn't know it. And for some reason, you felt like, I got to battle Rex. I need to battle Mook. I need to battle Lux. Like, I need niggas to know I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Is there any validity to that, or am I completely off?
Yeah, there's definitely some. Because I felt like I was the outside guy. For one, you got to think about it, especially on URL. Not just battle rap, but URL especially. There was no West Coast presence prior to me. Prior to Danny Myers, what West Coast nigga do we have?
Nobody, really.
Wasn't none. So I always tell people it wasn't just about Danny Myers making a name for himself. I wanted to get a whole region on URL. I wanted to kick the doors open. Then you get Emerson Kennedy, you get D-Dot, you get Ron Mitty, you get Geechee Gotti.
So real quick, do you feel like you get the respect for that from the fans?
I think now, not back then, no.
Okay.
Even still to this day, it's still not respected as it should be. But I didn't do this for no flowers or no trophies anyway. I did it to get them niggas on. Like, I wanted the people to respect the West Coast in terms of our penmanship. Because, you know, our image was Snoop Dogg and Drake. We just low riders. Niggas just smoke weed all day and we just gangbangers. Like, man, it was way more to LA than that. It's an eclectic place. You know what I'm saying? The movies and the music probably give you one side of it, but it's different sides to the West Coast. And so my goal was to show the world, like, yo, we can rap. And then after that, 4 out of the 6 champion of the years was won by West Coast niggas. Geechee got 3, Nitty just won 1. The other 2 was won by like O-Red and Chilla.
Now I know you feel like you should have won 1. Talk about it.
Oh yeah, well, you know, I should have won like 4 of them motherfuckers.
Well, were you taking too many battles? I feel like after Tay-Rock, you should have paced yourself better. You choked against Frag.
Yeah,
you had some battles where you kind of didn't really have to take, but
yeah, I was on a war path, man. I was just going crazy. I should have chilled. Like certain battles, like the Real Sick battle, Frag battle, Passwords battle, all them battles happened like a week after I just battled somebody else. Like I just battled Suge, and then the very next weekend I'm battling Real Sick. I was going through it with the social workers. Social workers was trying to take my kids out the house for me. Oh, they didn't take their medicine. They gave them like this Ritalin shit and these other pills. And And I'm like, y'all gave that to them when they was in the foster home, but I'm trying to wean them off of that. Like, y'all ain't finna, because I seen the effects of the long-term effects of medicating children, and it really fucks them up. Like, it fucks them up. So I'm like, I ain't finna do my kids like that. So I took my kids off of that shit. Social worker came in, seen the pill bottle was still full, and snatched them out the house. Took them back to the foster home. Matter of fact, brought them up here, for Victorville. And this is the week I'm preparing for real sick. So me and Vicky going back and forth in court that week. I'm not, my mind really wasn't on the battle, bro. I was trying to get my kids out. So like that Thursday, I got them out. The Thursday before the battle, I still ain't even finished writing. I woke up the day of the battle. I had 2 rounds done. Amazing. I had 2 rounds for real sick. Woke up Saturday morning, didn't have a third. Wrote a third that morning. Went to the album. I'm rehearsing all day. Get in the ring, blanked out. And so it was just the timing. Shit, like, that's another thing people don't see with battles. Is like, niggas be going through real shit, like they regular life. All y'all see a Danny Myers battle drop. Shotgun Suge just dropped. Arsenal just dropped. All you do is push play and watch the battle. You don't know none of what he was going through that day. You don't know what they was going through that week of. Baby mamas, court, police.
Let me tap into that a little bit more. What's the process you gotta do to get your kids back? Like what do you have to prove or show?
You gotta like show them you got a stable home. You gotta open your refrigerator up, and they gotta look in the refrigerator, see if you got food. They gotta see if the water's running. You got hot and cold water. They gotta go in their rooms and check. Do they got enough? Where's their beds? Who sleeps where? Okay, that's her bed. That's their bed. If you got a bunk bed set, or if you got 2 separate beds, whatever, they're counting beds. You gotta have, of course, your lights and water and heat, all that shit gotta be on. And so then you gotta go do all these random ass drug tests. Like, I never did drugs my whole life, but because my wife was on drugs, they just automatically assumed that that you're as a husband, as the father, then you do drugs too. Nigga, we gotta make sure you. I mean, I get it, I understand it, but my problem was they had tested me for like 6 years. Nigga, you tested me for 6 years, never had no positive tests, and you still fucking testing me for what? It's a fucked up system. But once they get your kids, they tell you that the goal is reunification, is to get you back with your kids, but they get bonuses and shit when they adopt those kids out. Right. They get extra incentives and shit when they're separate the kids from the family. How long did they have them? 5 years. 5 years. 5 fucking years.
And how many of them was it?
3.
3 for
my
5
3
years?
youngest, yeah, my 3 young, me and Vicky's kids.
Wow.
Yep, it's fucked up. It was a
you doing all this in balance.
Still doing, going through that and still battling. I think, you know what though, low key though, battle rap probably is like a form of therapy for me, I guess. Because otherwise, the nigga just probably be out here wilding, or just you might go crazy over shit like that. Especially if you a dad that loves your kid, you care about your kid. Because I've seen kids in the system that deserve to be in the system. I've seen like not saying the kid deserved to be in a foster home, but I've seen parents that, yeah, you don't need your fucking kid, bro, or a woman. You don't. I'm glad they got your kid, because they was walking around here no shoes on. They not fed. You drop them off with your homegirl. You don't come back for days. Their braids are failing. They don't do their hair. It's just like, damn, like, get your shit together. You sleeping in the car with your kids. I've seen it all, man. So it's like, to see them kids get taken out of that scenario and put in a nice home, you know what I'm saying? Mom and dad, or there's some other kids already there. They build bonds with them. So yeah, like, the system, it work and it don't work. But Vicky can tell you way more about that shit in detail than me. Like, she can explain that shit better than me, man. Because
Did you always want a big family? Did you always want a lot of kids?
No.
What happened, Daddy? Man, you pull out game weak, man. What's going on? You pull out game trash.
It's a do you believe in a parallel?
Do you believe in
the parallel universe? As I didn't want no big family, and my pull-out game actually fired. By the way, ladies out there, pull-out game cold. However, I got 5 baby mamas. I just said this versus South Florida Soul. So I got 5 baby mamas, 10 kids. Didn't see 2 of them until they was grown. So I was with all these women for 6 years or more. So I'm with all of them. We together. I'm with them. And so we have kids. We have kids. And then the situations just didn't work out. But I've always been that.
So we're gonna end on this note. We talk a lot about the respect for the West. Where do you feel like you are? Where do you feel like your respect level is at now when it comes to URL?
Oh,
and then you got Smack phone number, man. A lot of niggas don't got Smack. Can you call Smack?
Hey, look, I'm not gonna put his number on the camera, but I hold on. Let me see. I've been having Smack number for years, man. Okay, I got his whole. Man, we just cover him.
No, you gotta get your weight up, man. You gotta get your weight up, man.
I got his whole.
Let me see. You gotta get your weight up, man.
I got his whole shit. I'm covering the number up.
Okay.
Yeah. I had Smack number when he had a Vegas number.
Okay.
He probably don't remember. He had a 702 number. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I got that one and the 718 number. Yeah, but yeah, I fuck with Smack, man. FaceTime, Yellow Blue. All kind of shit, yeah, man. Western Deals, Danny Myers, the Bar God, the Figueroa, the Emperor Entendres, the Sultan Assemblies, the Lord of the Lines, the Metaphor Messiah, the Statue of Spittery, the GOAT, the Bar God, Danny Myers, He Who Is, all the other fucking names I got, man. I got a million names, man. But anyway, I'm here with my man Chris. I'm biased, man. This is the Sit Down, man. Yikes.
Chris, biased. Man, subscribe to the channel, man. Don't be a hater your whole life. Chris, biased.